Hi everybody and welcome back to Crypto Mastery. So again, we're on the the videos around the Metaverse Christmas, the 12 days to the Metaverse Christmas. So slightly delayed here for a few various reasons, but we're still in the holiday season, right? So I'd like to continue this series and share some gems that I believe have the potential to be a really good investment from an IDO perspective, that you can make either some quick returns on or you can hold longer term for a long-term investment. So today we're going to look at something called Zone. We're going to take a look at what Zone offers, what it is, the price potential, where you can get in on this IDO, and kind of, what could that X gain look like for you if you were to invest in this platform. Again, I will say I'm not a financial advisor, so please do remember that. I say that on every video, but please do your own research. Please make sure that you're investing where you feel the potential is, where something's got a strong utility or it's a strong investment maybe from a social perspective, and you're going to be able to make the returns that you're looking for. Again, before we get into Zone, please hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, because I'll be doing more and more of these videos, also videos beyond the metaverse as well as we head into 2022, to really help you, to help the community, and to help myself as well, right? Maximize the potential investments and to really increase our mastery of crypto moving forward. So let's take a look at Zone. So first of all, let's start off by taking a look at the Zone website. And also taking a look at exactly what Zone is and what they describe this this product or this solution as being. So if we quickly take a look at the Zone kind of documentation around this, they describe Zone as a community-driven GameFi ecosystem that's built on the Algorand blockchain. It is engineered to be the easiest and most versatile and most adaptable GameFi ecosystem in the DeFi space. And the Zone ecosystem is cross-compatible with other blockchains and offers a GameFi bot for Discord that enables on-chain gaming challenges and fantasy sports. So what's really cool about this as well is that, yes, it is multi-chain. They've got a good integration with Discord. It comes from a company that already had a good presence in the eSports space, I believe in kind of South Asia. They've already completed a $1.6 million seed round for this, so there's a lot of people wanting to get involved in this already. When we look at this as well, we look at the fact that they've already got a user base in the millions around esports in South Asia. They're looking to release this and bring that user base on board with this. That's a huge thing, right? To already have an existing user base that you can basically migrate over into this platform. It just gives you leaps and bounds ahead of kind of, where some of the other projects are starting off from, because they're trying to build that community. They're trying to build that momentum. Whereas if you've already got that and it's a simple, well, I say simple, or if you basically just have to transfer that community over in some way, then you've already got huge potential, right? And I'm sure they'll be doing that through incentives and other tactics and making sure that, they're offered the same gameplay kind of style and mechanisms that they're used to. So it's a big piece that attracts me to this. And also, something on the Algorand kind of blockchain. I don't often come across things that are on the Algorand blockchain. I think this will be huge. I think it will be a good ecosystem. So yeah, let's take a quick look at their website. So the testnet is currently live. You can join the main net waitlist if you wish. They're sharing a few different pieces of information around the different, platform offerings. So play to earn, stake for rewards, NFTs with power-ups, and that multi-platform support. Excuse me. So how to play, so you connect your wallet, you set the challenge amount, you select your game, and you invite your friend. And then basically you then challenge now. So the interesting thing about this is because this company already has something in the esports space, and we know how big esports is and how people spend a lot of time playing those games, becoming really good at those games. if you can set a challenge in there, it's not just about winning the game or winning the challenge. It's also tied to then winning the reward, right? So there's more like incentive for people to actually be on this network, because not only are you playing for the thrill of the win, you're playing for obviously the monetary reward that's backed up by that as well. They've also got a Discord bot called Zobo. And basically, ZoboBot enables Discord communities to monetize their servers instantly. So they're saying our proprietary bot allows the monetization of communities by creating a bridge between Web 2 and Web 3. And then you receive daily payouts by simply adding Zobo to your servers, right? So I'm not too sure the mechanics that will sit behind this, but I'm guessing maybe volume of transactions through a server, maybe engagement through a server. I'm guessing there's a couple of different aspects it'll look at in order to calculate the payouts that you'll get. But if you've got a strong Discord kind of server and community setup that's active, that's maybe focused around a certain esports or doing something, simply by adding this, you then automatically also going to create passive income, which is a fantastic piece as well. You can't actually check out more of this at the moment. They've obviously got Watch Demo and Invite Zobo. Well, they're both coming soon, so we won't be able to see anything around that just now. We go a bit further down. They're obviously explaining kind of Zone in a bit more detail. So Zone tokens power the entire Zone GameFi ecosystem. So from staking to power up to your NFTs, you can do everything with Zone. It's another big reason I like this is it's not just a metaverse or an MMORPG or anything like that I'm bringing you from a GameFi space. This is like a piece of infrastructure that supports those games and makes them more kind of monetizable, attracts people to an ecosystem that can have a number of games embedded, but then offer some really cool rewards off the back of it. So again, it's not just about the game. There's a number of different ways to make kind of money in the metaverse and GameFi space. Obviously, the games themselves. Then you've got the NFTs that are there. You've also got infrastructure as well, like this, right? You've got land as well, but you've got infrastructure like this. I think infrastructure is really going to have to be a big thing in 2022. So many games coming out. And the space is expanding so rapidly that the games will become saturated. But they're also going to need to be on a strong ecosystem and support to really increase their user base and increase their potential. So this is why I'm bringing this one. If we look at the games they support, so at the moment, obviously it's very early doors, right? So they don't support a lot. Obviously they've got chess on here, so I'm imagining chess is going to be their primary release on here. And again, when you look at chess, right, when we look at esports and chess is a big thing. And being able to tie chess in with the ability to earn kind of money and rewards off the back of it would be a big thing. It's a very competitive space. I can imagine there's a lot of users in that space. So I can see a lot of people being attracted just off as simple a game as chess. But if we expand out, we look that, they've got other games like poker as well. Again, a very competitive game. They've got things like Ludo. And then we get into more of the games that we see on a regular basis. So League of Legends, Clash Royale, CSGO. I mean, I haven't played CS in quite a while. Such a fun game. But a very competitive game, right? I can imagine that, even pitting team on team. So being able to, like, how confident are you in your team, right? If you were each to chuck like $50 in and you had a team of like 4 to 6 people and you were challenging another team, like it just adds a bit of extra, adds extra reward to the experience, but also a bit of risk to it as well, right? Which is quite exciting. So I'd love to see games like that come into this space as well. And then they share a little bit around their team as well, right? So obviously they've got the images, who they are. You can go in and access their LinkedIn profiles, check these people out. Finally, they've got their investors and partners, so the people who are kind of investing and backing this up, which they've got a number of. and where they've been mentioned in various kind of news pieces as well, right? So I do think this has got real strong potential. As I said, they've already got a strong user base, which gives them a great head start. They've already secured, and I think they were actually quite heavily oversubscribed for their seed round, which ended up at like 1.6 million US dollars. And you know, they've got other things in the mix as well. Like, I believe they also partnered with Boundless Art from an NFT perspective in order to bring really cool NFTs to this space as well, like the AFK elephants. So yeah, this has got huge potential. So how did you get in on this from an IDO perspective? So it will be offered on a few different platforms. There's no actual date yet that I can find of when it's going to be available. So you can go to here, which is equinox.fund, and you can see that they're looking for a total raise of 300 grand on here. We can see the price that they're actually kind of offering at on this system. They are offering it somewhere else as well, but it's not live yet. I'll put the links and the information down in the description. So there'll be two platforms, so I can see this one, but I can also see another one as well that they're offering it through. But again, it's not live for viewing on here, where it is on the Equinox, which also did the private sale as well. So it's already been funded through a private sale on here previously. So you can come on this, check it out. I'll also put some details of how you can get involved in some of this stuff as well, or you can just go on to how to participate here, right, to get more information. Let's take a look at one final piece before we finish up on Zone. So really, let's take a look at the Zone token itself. So they're really obviously define it as GameFi and decentralized fund. Zone is native token of the Zone GameFi ecosystem. It is a multi-utility token that powers everything on the platform. And then we look at this, you can do much more with the Zone token. You can challenge, you can play, you can earn. They've got the Zone Fantasy Sport, so on-chain fantasy leagues powered by smart contracts. Again, this is what I think is super exciting because they've already got a user base for eSports. We know how how popular eSports is, and then you've got the fantasy leagues as well. You can start to bring that stuff in. Huge potential here. Got specific Zone NFTs, and then you've got the Zone kind of staking for awards. They do break down how the kind of Zone token itself works. So 1 billion total supply, token sale, stake, Algo and USDCA, and then some other programs to get the Zone token. And then you got Zone staking, play, NFTs, and Zobo. And then they've given some information about the yield farming kind of tactics and approaches, and the tokenomics itself and how it breaks down. The final piece I just want to touch on quickly is their roadmap. Now, I do love roadmaps to have kind of target windows of when they're looking to do stuff. And I know that can be difficult sometimes, but I think it really does give an indication to a community in terms of what to expect when. They've basically just broken their roadmap down into 3 distinct phases. It'd be nice to have an overall objective for each phase, maybe, so I can understand what to expect from the entirety of Zone 1, Zone 2, and Zone 3. But on the plus side, I will say they've got a lot of information in here from a roadmap perspective, so they're obviously looking to do a lot of things. If we look at this, so launch Zone 1v1 kind of challenge testnet, which is there at the moment, and from a chess perspective, they've got a successful private round with top VCs. As I said, that round was oversubscribed quite heavily. I think it ended up at 1.6 million. Launch Zobo for Discord on testnet, which they've done. Then they've got kind of the 10,000 AFK elephant NFTs pre-registration, and a bunch of other things, right? So staking, cross-chain bridge. Second private round, integrating Clash Royale, so they're starting to integrate other games in here. Then phase 2, they start to create Discord server, own revenue distribution via smart contracts. So Zone token listing on major exchanges. Have $100 million worth of assets staked in the Algorand staking pool. So they've got a lot of good aspirational targets they're heading for. So I do like the roadmap, but I would say if Zone can look at this, chunking it down into specific windows when we should expect to see this stuff, I think it just gives your community a bit more kind of comfortability of what to expect ahead. So thanks for watching the breakdown of Zone. So yeah, I think this has got huge potential moving forward. Strong user base, strong mechanics that they're building into this infrastructure, and also a very successful seed round, right? So I'm really excited to see what the next what the IDO rounds kind of bring to this platform. They've got some good partnerships moving forward. I just think it's got kind of real big potential, with the offering price I believe being around $0.05. I mean, if we take a look at this and we say that I think it's got like 1 billion total supply for the coins themselves. So 1 billion total supply, really 100x on that is $5, right? And actually $5 for a 1 billion supply is more than feasible. It probably, and again, maths off the top of my head, I don't know, probably works out roughly around, I don't know, is it like the 4 to 5 billion kind of market cap, which wouldn't be, is completely feasible, right? From what we see of other things in the metaverse and gaming space. Even for instance, if it was only go to like 50x, like 50x would be $2.50. If we look at 20x, which is still a great return on any investment, it would only need to make it to $1 to give you a 20x return on your investment. So realistically, I think that probably short term, you're looking at 20x maybe, if they can deliver on their roadmap and they can push forward and they can really enhance this platform and bring more to it. I think it's got huge potential to go way beyond that and to get into the 50 and 100x space. So I hope you enjoyed this video. There'll be more videos like this in the future. But for now, yeah, I'll see you next time.